Daithda Eubinakan. Welcome to podcast number 38. And today I've got another little treat for you. Tis a podcast where, again, I ain't talking much today, so it will be more interesting. And I'm talking to a dear old friend of mine, John Champion. I've known John and his family, well, pretty much all my life. So to be lovely to sit down with John and talk about his memories growing up and living here in North Cornwall. So here goes. Get on, John. How we knacking?
I'm all right. How are you?
Right on, mate. Right on. Lovely. Thank you for meeting up with me today to talk about old times.
Yeah.
I know you was obviously born in Bodmin, but you was from an old rock family. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they came from Wadebridge originally.
All right.
And when Alan and David Champion, their father was a baby apparently.
Yeah.
He was on Grandad's pony and cart, or mule and cart as it was.
Yeah.
When they moved out to Rock.
Well, I never. So what relationship is David and Alan to you then?
Cousins.
Ah, right, cousins. Yeah.
My mother was a sister to their father.
God, well, I never. And then
my mother was twins. There was two girls.
Yeah.
Mary and Martha.
Get away.
Yeah.
Well, never. And you say Gran and Grandad brought you up, is that right?
Gran and Grandad brought me up.
Yeah. And where do you live to in Rockcombe?
Charlotte Place.
Charlotte Place.
The cottage is just down a little way, 50 yards down the road from the Rock Institute.
Rock Institute, yeah, I know. Oh, right on. And of course, Rock was a lot different back then.
My God, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, very poor, very poor.
Was it really? Yeah.
And Grandad, I think he had a bad accident at one stage. One of his legs, he had this old mill.
Yeah.
And apparently, I never knew the mill. The mill was dead before I came into the scene or whatever.
Yeah.
But I reckon the wheel of the bloody cart went over his leg.
Oh, no.
And took all his... And I can remember Gran having to dress this every Saturday night she used to do it. And that bloody stink.
Yeah.
Because they could never get it to heal.
No. Did that affect his working then, or did he work?
Yeah, he packed out. Well, he never worked as long as I knew him. Anyway.
No, that's right, yeah. Oh, dear.
And of course, he brought up 5 of us grandchildren all together, I think.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Good grief. And I know, talking to Tara the other day, because we was talking about what shops there was around, but he said there was a lot of things was delivered, like the milk come round on a cart and all that. Is that the same down Rockland, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jack Keat.
Oh, yes, I heard that name.
Him and Val, and Val, that died here. Val Megger.
Yes.
That was the daughter.
Was that Carline Farm, I think?
Carline Farm.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
School holidays, but Val was about 12 months, 2 years, perhaps younger than me.
Right,
but during school holidays, she would come round with the milk round.
Get away.
With a pony and cart.
God, brilliant. So was there many shops in Rockland or no?
Up Pettermy then.
Yeah.
You had Bill Hamley's shop.
Right.
Well, you had a shop right opposite the old school in Rock.
Yeah, oh,
or Drizzick.
Yeah.
Katie Mayo owned that. And she had a daughter called Vera.
Yeah.
But Katie was a teacher originally.
Yeah.
And during the war, when a lot of people wasn't available, our daughter ran the shop, and Katie came back.
Get
school.
Away. Well, I never.
Teaching.
Yeah. Good grief. Yeah. So I take it the Epitome pub wasn't a pub, was it back then? No, that's right. No.
Epitome, where the pub is now, just outside there was a pub.
Was there?
And we'd stop her on the way home from school.
Yeah.
Drink water.
Get away.
Yeah.
Wow. So was your school Drizzick then or no?
Drizzick school,
yeah.
Old Drizzick.
Drizzick, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I always say to people, the Cornish, they always get rid of that first syllable, don't they? Like, so, Tintra Drizzick to Drizzick, yeah. So you would have gone there from when you was, what, 4 or 5? Yeah.
Yeah.
Until 14 or?
Until 14.
Yeah. So, as you say, Rock, different to now, it was quite a poor area,
Oh, my
really.
God,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course there weren't half houses.
Well, no,
there is
no.
now, was there?
And, well, they say there's very little work.
Yeah.
I mean, back then, a lot of blokes would come over from Padstow as well on the ferry,
Yeah.
go Chattin.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So the golf course was obviously up and running then.
Golf course was quite,
Yeah.
that kept us going, a lot of it.
Yeah.
I mean, and I was up there one Saturday afternoon, and Mrs. Foster from out Damer
Right.
came up there, and she brought up Carol Gibbons and his wife.
Right.
Carol Gibbons, a band leader.
All right.
Well known.
All right. Yes. Yeah.
And he and his wife wanted to play a few holes back to where Mrs. Foster lived in Damer.
Right.
And we was the only ones there, as it happened.
Right.
And back then, us boys used to get, I think it was half a crown for to 18 holes.
Get away.
But men would get 3 and 6.
Well, never.
But anyway, they played the 1st
Yeah.
and the 8th,
Right.
9, 10, 11, and they played up the 12th, and as it up 11th, 11th, just in over the edge by where the green was.
Right.
There was a stile,
Yeah.
and they left us there and went in over the stile, because Mrs. Foster just lived in the corner.
There. Get away.
And he gave us 3 and 6 each. I think we ran all the way home. We thought we was bloody millionaires.
That is brilliant.
Yeah, honest to God.
Yeah.
But it was smashing him and his wife.
Yeah. Did
They
you
only
ever?
played-
Sorry, you say, do you ever play golf much in
I
yourself?
played a little bit,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Cook was the golfer.
I remember
or Harry,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was.
and
good.
he won the county championship when
Yeah,
he
he
was
was good.
51.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Fantastic. So, as a boy, then, did you have to go church or Sunday school or
yeah.
chapel?
Sunday school was right next door. In
Oh,
Mount
yeah.
Colleges was a Sunday school,
All right.
and Gran used to look after it,
Yeah.
and always had to go Sunday school. And she also looked after St. Michael's Church.
Oh, yeah. Down for Silly.
And of course, had to go down there to go all the year Sunday evenings and whatever.
Yeah.
Especially during the winter and all.
Yeah. Well, I never. God, that's good. So, was there a butcher's or anything in the Rock back then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watts is still there.
Oh,
isn't it?
yeah. That's right.
Watts' family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so they was going back then.
And of course, there was one in Epitome in Drizzick as well,
Yeah.
right opposite the school.
All right.
But
Yeah.
it was, oh, great. Oh, I can't think of it. Guy Potts took it over after.
Right.
You know, Ron Potts?
Yes, I
would,
know. Yeah.
He was secretary to Prince Tula.
Yes. Yeah. Crumbs. Yeah.
But that was the son.
Yeah.
God, what the hell was it called? Tom Brown and his son Tom worked for him. They had their own killing house.
Did they? Really?
And Watts had their own killing house.
Yeah. God. So, what was the beaches like back then? Then was they because they like summertime then crowded down there?
Yeah.
Now I suppose it was.
Well, it was back then, really.
Was it? Yeah.
As we thought it was crowded.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
And then getting the cars up and down Rock Road during the summer months was, never dull moments or things.
No.
People going down and play golf and all sorts of it.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah. So then, when you left school.
Left school. Well, before I left school, from the age of about 12, war was on.
Right.
And I started doing little jobs for Percy Barnegat.
All right.
Percy Barnegat at the Rock Bakery.
I think was that where it all started. I think, wasn't it? Barnegat's was that his first shop? Was it or no?
No, he learned his trade and whatever. I think in Liscard.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
And he started his business in Purdy's, which the Purdy's took over after.
Right.
Took over the bakery in Liscard.
Wow. All right.
But I think Percy sold it to him.
Yeah.
But back in them days, there was just man of worth. There was no bloody man of word.
Yeah.
There was
Of course,
very little
yeah.
in writing.
Yeah,
And Percy took it all, you know,
yeah.
and of course he sold it to them, I think, and he moved to Bugle
All right.
to start with.
Yeah,
And he came out to Rock. I think it was about 1936 or something like that when he first came out there.
right.
And anyway, during the war, it started the work of national importance.
Right.
You could be released from school because delivering bread to people
Get
was
away.
considered work of national importance.
God.
So I only went to school in the mornings.
Brilliant.
Percy would come up and pick me up 12 o'clock,
Yeah.
and I go off with him delivering bread.
God. So what area was that then?
That was all around St Minver, around Paulseth, New Paulseth,
Yeah.
Trebetherick.
Brilliant.
And of course, during then, there was a lot of evacuees and that down
Oh,
here.
yes. Yeah.
And out around Dormy House.
Yes. Yeah.
What was Dormy House then?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
That was a children's, a girls' school from Bexhill, I think they were.
Oh,
And that was all occupied right throughout the war.
blimey.
But out Paulseth, I think it was mostly from the Bexhill area.
Right. Yeah.
No, Bexhill was around Sussex, where the girls come from.
I see.
But these party was from Chiswick, I think, around that
Oh,
area.
yeah. Yeah.
All these evacuees.
Yeah. God.
But
So that was why you were still at school then?
still at school till I was 14. And then, of course, when I left school, I started working for him proper. And then after a while, me and he falled out one day.
Right.
And he told me to pick up him cards Saturday afternoon, which I did.
Yeah.
And I came in here and I worked for a little while
Right.
with Ron Olin.
Oh, Ron. Yes.
Ron Olin, he was a baker in Co-op,
That's right.
in
Yeah.
back Co-op.
Yeah.
And I worked with him for a while.
Yeah.
Eventually, Iris Barnicott, which was, Percy had two marriages.
Yeah.
His first one, I think his first wife died quite
Right.
young, I think, when she
Yeah.
had Keith.
Right. Yeah.
And then he married this other one,
Yeah.
and he had three daughters, Jean, Iris, and Anne.
Oh, yeah.
And Iris was the middle one, and she was me, and she was great pals.
Yeah.
She was a bit younger than me, but not a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, she came to me one day and she said, "John, Dad is pretty ill."
Oh, right.
She said, "and I'm worried about him."
Yeah.
She said, Keith was in the Air Force then,
Right.
or supposed to have been, but he was released by the Air Force to work for Bristol Aeroplane Company.
Yeah.
Anyway, he came home on compassionate leave and whatever.
Yeah.
And anyway, she said, this was before he was released. She said, "Can you come back and work for us?" She said, "Dad's pretty ill."
Yeah.
But she said he won't give in.
No. No.
And so I left in here and went back there. Mine was better for me. So I only rode a bloody old push bike in here. Had to be in here 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh. And you were still living out Rock then?
Still living out Rock.
Oh, blimey. Yeah.
Yeah, I lived out Rock till I got married.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, blimey. So how long was you there back with they then?
When Percy died, Keith said to me one day, he said, after his father died, he said, "John," he said, "here, how about you working, doing the bacon?"
Yeah.
I was only 17.
Yeah.
He said, "I've had enough of it in here on my own all the time."
Yeah.
He said, "Can you?" So I said, "Well, yeah, I suppose so." Because I'd had quite a bit of experience, really.
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, there was very little confectionery stuff like that.
No,
It was
of
all.
course.
So I said, "Well, yeah, all right, I'll do it," thinking that we could carry on as normal.
Yeah.
But he said, "Well, the only thing is, we didn't start the rounds in back then till about the first batch of bread wasn't out till about 11 o'clock.
Oh, God.
Never went out on the brown till about 11, 12 o'clock."
Yeah.
He said, "How about you?" He said, "I wonder if I go out on the round, have a break from the bakery. He said, could you reckon you could do it? I said, well, yeah, I reckon. So he said, well, I don't want to start work around 12 o'clock. He said, I want to get out on the rounds be about 9 o'clock in the morning.
Blimey.
So, of course, he talked me into bloody working nights on my own.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oh,
17-year-old.
yeah.
Well, it's unheard of these days, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
It would be.
Yeah.
And, well then, back then, Percy Barnegat was paying me £2 a weekend.
Right.
When he died, and I was there working on my own at night, Mrs. Barnegat was doing the wages.
Yeah.
She cut me down to 30 bob.
Oh, no. Oh,
So
dear.
I thought, well, in a minute I'm going to be called up for national service.
Yes.
And I thought, I don't fancy going in the bloody army.
No.
So I volunteered for the Navy.
Right.
And I joined the Navy in May 1947.
Good grief. Well, I never.
And I signed on for 7 years.
Did he really?
7 years serving and then 5 years on the reserve.
Yeah. God. So
Yeah.
where was you based to there then?
Done initial training in Gosport.
Yeah.
After we finished initial training, we had to do seamanship training. Went on, well-known bloody battleship.
Yeah.
Nelson.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And after we finished that, come back Devonport Barracks in.
Yeah.
You had 3 depots.
Right.
There was a Portsmouth, Kent. Oh, Christ. There's Devonport
Yeah.
and Chattin.
Oh, right.
Three barracks.
Yeah.
And you could choose which.
I see.
And I chose Devonport, obviously nearest
Exactly.
home.
Yeah.
And after my initial finished training, I thought, bugger it, I'm only here for so long. Let's try and get some experience. So I volunteered for overseas.
Right. Yeah.
And went out there eventually to a destroyer in Malta.
Grant. Right.
And I was on that one for about 12 months. And then there was a naval air station in Malta.
Yeah.
Besides the Air Force had an airplanes there.
Oh, right.
And
And
the
the
Navy.
Navy. Yeah.
And I was up there for about 12 months before I came home.
Cool. Yeah.
L4 Naval Barracks, Naval
Blimey.
Airport.
Yeah. So you did your 7 years.
What is now known as Malta Airport is.
Yeah.
Back then it was known as oh Christ. I don't know bloody names is. You recording all this?
Yeah.
Am I swearing as well?
Well, don't worry about that.
Luca Airport.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right on. Oh,
And then, of course, after it was renowned, the Air Force gave it up. Of course,
Yeah.
Malta Airways took over.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever been back there then or no?
Yeah,
Yeah.
years later.
Yeah.
But it was funny. There's a bloke. I trained as a radar operator,
Right.
and I had a mate on there eventually, who was also an operator, come from Yorkshire originally,
Right.
and that was that. Never thought no more about it. I came home, and I met Joyce
Yeah.
from Padstow.
Yeah.
And she was talking about this radar site up the road.
Right.
And there was a bloke up there very much like Danny Kaye.
Right.
And I thought, this is get too much to me. I thought, this is George Annan that was on the Chieftain with me.
Yeah.
So I said, well, where is this airport, radar site then?
Yeah.
It's up Krugmere.
Right. Oh, yes. Yeah.
And instead of going right down the cove,
Yeah.
there was a little shoot off to the left.
Yeah. Is
And
that
look over towards
Travone and all?
down, as if going down towards Ravone.
Yeah.
and over there was these 4 buildings.
Yeah.
Went up there, and sure enough, this George Annan.
Get away. God, what a small world, isn't it?
And of course, then I went back into barracks in Devonport, and after a while, there was one bloke out there who was called up during the war, after the war, when the hostilities only.
Yeah, I see.
Because it was compulsory.
Yeah.
And he was waiting for demob for release.
Right.
That demob release. So when I went back on the Monday, I went back in barracks. I put in a request to see commander through division officer and all this bloody bullshit.
Yeah.
To relieve so and so and so and so at Royal Naval Weather Station St Mirren, who was due for release because of
Yeah.
And that was on the Monday. On the Saturday, I was down there.
Was he really?
And of course, that's when I met up with Joyce.
Yeah.
And that's when she told me about this George Annan.
Brilliant.
But it was funny. And then after that, I forget what he was called now. He lived up White Cross. Used to deliver coal for Johnny Alton.
Right.
And I seen him one day, and he said, he said, I've been on holiday. I said, oh, yeah. So he said, where have you been? He said, Malta. No, not Malta. Tenerife.
Right.
And he said, I met a bloke called George Annan. And he said he wants to know where I was from. And I said, I told him I'm from Wadebridge. And he said, did you know a bloke called John Champion?
Yeah.
He said, yeah. He said, I delivered a call to him.
Yeah. Brilliant. God, how great. Such a small world.
Yeah.
Yeah. God. So you done your time then?
I done my time.
Yeah.
Keith Barnicat promised when I come out of the Navy, he'd give a job for me back in the backroom.
Right.
But when he come, he went back in the Air Force.
Right.
Ed Sheriff, who originally worked for his father years before,
yeah,
was over in Nampian working for French's Bakery in Nampian.
Right.
He and his boy worked for them. But Keith persuaded him to
work with him or
come and work for him.
Yeah.
No, Keith was going to stay in the Air Force.
Oh,
go up
right.
on this, because he went back and operate the business for him.
I see.
So he did it just for a while, and then after a while, he said, look, I've had enough of this.
Yeah.
He said, I'm working like a bloody fool.
Yeah.
Putting it in Barnacat's business.
Yeah.
So he said, why can't I buy this place? And
yeah.
so eventually, Keith kicked out.
Right.
And went back himself.
I see.
And that from then on was when he started opening up, doing a bit in here as well.
I get it.
And then he, went on from there.
Yeah.
But of course, when I come out now, there was Ed Sturriff was there working.
Yeah.
So of course, no work for me.
No.
But I managed to get a job down here on the railway.
On the railway.
Thanks to Roy Plowman.
Yes, I remember.
Roy used to. He was a Padstow boy originally.
Yeah.
He was married and living up here, or I think I didn't living up here. I can't remember it exactly. And I was talking to Roy one day, and he said, "What's on, John?" I said, "Well, I've just come out of the bloody Navy, but I said I can't get myself a job."
No.
I said, "There's no work here then."
Yeah.
So I thought I'm gonna have to go back in the Navy. With that, Roy said, "Go in the station, see station master."
Right.
He said, "See if there's any job." Of course, I started in here on the railway.
Blimey. So what was your job on the trains then?
Well, for a start with, I was on the platform, just station porter.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then, I don't know, Harry Rilstone.
Yes, remember Harry?
Old Harry. No, this is old Harry, his father.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember he. No.
He was a shunter.
Yeah.
He had got promotion from a shunter to a guard.
Right.
And of course, this shunter's job came up. So, of course, I think it was only about less than 10 bob a week rise, but still. So I was shunter instead of porter.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, I don't know. I'm the youngest shunter, and if I got to wait for the eldest, they had 3 goods guards, and your promotion from a shunter to a guard,
Right.
and I thought, well, I'm the youngest of the 3 shunters,
Yeah.
and there was only 3 goods guards,
Yeah.
so I thought I can be ready 90 before. So I've volunteered for a signalman's job, porter's signalman's job, up at Alwell Junction.
Oh, yeah. Right.
You know where Alwell
Yeah,
Junction
that's
is?
right.
And it was a porter's signalman's job, but you only did about 2.5 hours in the signal box.
Right.
I used to start work there, I think, about 4 o'clock in the morning,
Right.
and they only work a 7-hour, 20-minute day
Right.
because you had no rest days or anything like that in them days.
No.
And up there it wouldn't anyway. And then the porter signalman would take over from about 11:30, I think. It was right till 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then the late turn man would come on 2 o'clock till close.
Yeah.
And I thought, well, Jack Sleep was one of the signalmen here in Wadebridge East box.
Yeah. Okay.
And he was Dick Moore.
Yeah.
Dennis, Derek Champion.
Yeah. Yeah.
Derek married his daughter originally.
Oh, right. Yes. Trying to think what she's called. Yeah, I know you mean.
He was itching. He came from this. Jack Sleep was in the East box with Dick Moore,
Yeah.
and Jack come from way up in North Devon or somewhere,
I see.
and he was itching to get back in that area.
Yeah.
And I thought, now if he one of these days he's going to find a job up there somewhere,
Yeah.
and he'll be gone.
Yeah.
And I thought, if I apply for this, they advertised this porter signalman's job
Yeah.
they couldn't get nobody to take it.
Right.
So they advertised it as a porter signalman doing the duties of a class 3 signalman.
Right. Yeah.
So I thought, if I can get the class 3 signalman,
Yeah.
I can beat up a class 4 signalman.
Yeah.
I'm allowed. You was allowed one move within the same grade,
Oh, right.
and by seeing that job was advertised as a porter signalman doing the duties of a class 3 signalman,
Yeah.
you automatically became a class 3 signalman,
Brilliant. Yeah.
which would beat a man that was after it on
Yeah,
promotion.
exactly.
He was allowed one move within the same grade.
Yeah, I get it.
And of course, Jack eventually got this job, I don't know, up around North Devon or something, not somewhere between Alwo and down towards the Plymouth line.
Yeah.
And of course, the bloody job come up, and I got it.
Yeah. I think his daughter was called Annette, I think, when she
That's
married
right,
Derek.
Annette,
Yeah,
that's right.
Come to me there. Yeah, that's right. Oh.
Yeah.
So how long did you do that then?
Well, I stayed there for quite a while,
Yeah.
and then I met Nancy's husband,
Yes.
whose husband worked on Sweb,
Yes.
and of course they would say, "Oh well, we earning bloody good money because rural development was in
Oh.
full demand back then."
Yeah, exactly.
And nearly everybody here in Wadebridge, I think, applied for jobs on Sweb. But I applied and got it. Of course, I give him my bloody notice when on the Sweb.
Yeah.
I was there for 10 years.
Was it? Yeah.
And then I packed that in. I had a mate, or a bloke I've become acquainted with, called Jerry Richards.
Right.
He married a Bob Montgomery.
Oh, he lived in... Yeah, I remember Jerry. Yeah.
He lived for Bowyers.
Yeah, because he passed away only a few years ago
Yeah,
now, didn't he?
yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
And he talked me into what a wonderful job. He was a supervisor with Bowyers.
All right.
Bowyers sausages.
Yeah.
And he taught me in what wonderful money and what you could earn and all that.
Right.
But of course, me, like a bloody fool, took it,
Yeah.
But I'd have been bombing in the morning, load up your van and whatever, you know. But I stuck it for 12 months.
Yeah.
Of course, I chucked in a bloody good job with the railway.
Yeah.
But anyway, I stuck it where I wanted. It got that you went off in the morning, and especially during the summer.
Yeah.
I just go in bombing, load up your van. There's all left there with a trucker van overnight.
Right.
And we'd go off. I was out in the St. Austell area.
All right.
I'd go St. Austell, down around Foy, Mevagizzy, and all,
Yeah.
all the, and all the traffic and that.
Yeah.
I was leaving here about 6 o'clock in the bloody morning.
Yeah.
I'd be lucky if I got home about 9 o'clock some nights.
Oh.
You had to, when you finished, you had your round that day, you had to make up your daily summary.
Yeah. Oh,
What cash customers, what credit customers.
Yeah. Oh, God.
So then you had to order for what, say, 3 or 4 days' time.
Yeah.
Oh, bloody headache.
Yeah.
And I stood it for almost 12 months.
Yeah.
And I said to Mrs. Oh, it was just when, 1971, when decimalisation came in.
All right. Yeah.
I said to my missus, if I don't get out of this,
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to go around the twist.
Yeah.
I said,
yeah.
I know it. I said, this
Yeah.
is getting the better of me.
Yeah.
And this Jerry Richard, he was a supervisor with Bowyers by that time.
Yeah.
And anyway, I chucked it in. And I was unemployed for a little while. Then Bill Richards down here was down here on his own one. And
Yeah.
he said, why don't he get hold of Walter West?
Right.
He said he's a smashing bloke. He said he was ex-signalman.
Yeah.
And he said he's more or less a assistant area manager now. He said, see Walter, he said, I'm sure he'll. And of course, I went back on the railway. And
brilliant.
eventually I went from there. And in the end, I ended up relief signalman, home station, power.
Oh, really? Right on.
Yeah.
And was that till you retired then?
Till I retired.
Yeah.
Which was 30 years ago now.
Yeah.
1993.
Crikey.
I think I was due to retire in August, on my birthday.
Yeah.
And they was going to do away with some of the night shifts and what have you. So I think it was about 5 of us. They offered us jobs. And they wouldn't get no compensate, no redundancy.
Yeah.
But they would pay me. My birthday wasn't until August.
Right.
They was going to retire us in March, so they'd pay me 5 months' wages.
Yeah.
For that time.
I get it.
Up till I retired.
Yeah.
So I took that and I came out. Of course, it'd be this time I was out playing a bit of golf.
Yeah.
And Laurie Guy was the secretary or boss out Snellock End.
Yeah.
So I was doing a bit for. I was Damer Bay Golf Club then.
Yes.
Before they had the.
Yeah, that's right.
And he said, I seen him one day. He said, all right, John. I said, all right, boss. Or I didn't say boss because he wasn't my boss.
No.
So he said, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm retiring. Oh, he said, I did hear that. He said, what are you going to do with yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, I said, I don't know, really. I said, I shall find something to do.
Yeah.
And they had this bloke out there then. He used to look after the car park.
Right.
And he was a proper bloody menace.
All right.
And nobody could get on with him.
No.
Several people shouting that cut his bloody throat. And if there was cases where somebody had took a club out in their bag or something and left it there in the car park, he put that down his hut and he was trying to flog the bloody thing.
No.
And this was cut.
Oh, dear.
So I said to Laurie Guy, I said, what are you going to do with yourself? I said, well, I'll find a little job somewhere. He said, you? I said, yeah. I said, if your bloke wanted a little day off or anything anytime.
Yeah.
He said, would you? I said, yeah. With the next bloody thing, they'd sacked him and he said, right, job's yours.
Brilliant.
So I said, I'll do it. But I said, I ain't going to work every day.
No.
I said, if I can find a mate that's prepared to work with me, and we can alternate.
Yeah.
And I found a bloke called John Gaines.
Yeah.
And we worked together for quite a while.
Brilliant. God,
and I stayed out there for, afterwards they said, we're thinking about now of besides having a starter on the church course, we're also going to have a man on the tee up on the the Hollywell course.
Yeah.
So he said, would you like to, he said, you got the experience. And he said,
exactly.
So I went up there, and of course I stayed there for 10 years.
Get away.
Yeah.
God, brilliant.
Every other week, every other day sort of thing.
Yeah. Oh, ideal.
And that's a funny bloody thing too. Mark Eric Smith, the professional pro.
Oh, right, yes, yeah.
Mark, smashing fella.
Yeah.
He said to me one day, he said, John, I said, yeah. Of course, if I was up on the first tee and it wasn't busy, I'd have to walk around the course and make sure everybody was behaving themselves.
Yeah.
Make sure nobody come in and went out Bray Road and got on the tee and went off without paying.
Yeah.
Of course, I'd pick up a few balls here and there. And of course, I spent a lot of time picking. Mark said to me one day, he said, John, he said, and I can tell you something. I said, what's that, Mark? He said, went out the other day with his dog and he saw you giving somebody some golf balls and he saw them give you some money.
Right.
So he said, he's reported you to the secretary.
Oh.
So he said, just watch it.
Yeah.
So I said, right. So I said, thanks for letting us know anyway. So a couple of days later, I had a message, oh, boss wants to see you down in the office.
Right.
So, of course, I knew what was coming.
Yeah.
So, this time, Laurie Guy had gone. This was, he was an so it was an army police or something.
All right.
He was some related to the Mableys out Trewiston.
Oh, yes, yeah, I know, yeah.
So, he said, oh, yeah, I went and knocked in his office and come in, John. So he said, I've had a report that, I said, what? Me?
Yeah.
No. I said, I'll tell you what, I was up there on the tee the other day and I said there was a mate of mine going out to play. And I said, there's a bloke who done me a favour.
Yeah.
So I said, and I thought, no, he wouldn't take no money for what he'd done for me.
Yeah.
So I said, I'd give him some balls.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. But he said, make sure you... So end of story.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
Got away with that one. But I sold... Jethro used to come down here and play every now and again.
Did he? Yeah.
If he came down, he'd have 100 golf balls on me.
Oh, brilliant.
I wouldn't do it bad at all, really.
No, not at all, no.
But I know when I first started, Laurie Guy said, the pay for this car park job isn't very, very... There's only about 3 and some an hour. I said, well, that don't matter.
Yeah.
I said I'd do it, and I said, I ain't got back on my word now.
No, exactly.
And, but that's where we got on. But
brilliant. So, like, you talk about when you was on with Sweb, because I suppose back growing up in Rock, you had no electric when you was younger, I suppose, did he? Or
there was electric.
Right.
They brought it in just at the beginning of the war.
Oh, right.
And they must went right around like Paulsathan, all around that area.
Oh, yeah.
And then they come back around through Rock, and they got up as far as Epitome.
Oh, right.
The last pole was there where you turn off at Epitome to go to Trebettering.
Yeah, I know.
That's as far as the electric got.
God. Was there many holiday homes back then?
Yeah, there was several.
There was even back then.
But of course, most of them that came down stayed in Dormy House.
Yeah.
St. Annandock Hotel.
Yeah.
And old George Warner with a peg leg. He used to stay out Clapper.
Right.
With Phillips's after.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
He had a big Austin 16.
Right.
But he had a peg leg.
Did he? Yeah.
George Warner. He was ex-schoolmaster. There were several, it was regulars every school holiday.
Yeah, exactly. God, very
yeah.
And going back to Rock, I know you mentioned about Charlie Goodfellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he did board posting?
Bill posting,
Bill
yeah.
posting?
Yeah.
So where was that to then?
Well, just a little way down the road from where our old cottage is there on the right.
Yeah.
On the left. In fact, during the war, very often, they used to load away sand from down rock.
All right.
The farmers.
Yeah.
Or the lorries, Nobby Sleeman and all they.
Yeah.
It was Glover and Uglow. That was before Glover and Uglow took over in a big way.
Right.
But they used to come down of an evening, and like Alan Champion's father and one or two other of the champions would own the load, and they'd load up and put a load up there, so as they could, and then go back and load up again.
Yeah.
So as there was one there when they couldn't get down on the beach with the tide being in.
Yeah. Well, I know her.
But of course, and then after that, Glover and Uglow's, they had a big bin down on the quay, down the bottom of rock, down where the Rock Sailing Club is now.
Yes.
And that was Brian Parkins.
Yeah.
From Padstow.
Yeah.
For the coal and corn and all that. But just opposite that, there was they had a damn great bin there. They'd hold, I don't know how many tons of sand.
Yeah.
That they could come down there, shut the lorry back under the lift and
brilliant.
Open up and shoot. And,
brilliant.
Yeah.
And then with the bill posting, then what did that advertise? What was that?
Well, they advertised cinema.
Oh, yeah.
All sorts of things was happening in different places and all the rest of it.
Would that be cinema in Wadebridge then, was that?
Yeah, I take it so.
Because I know they used to cycle in from like out Rock, and didn't they used to keep the push bikes at Bridge End down there was a place, was there, down the steps from where we had our chapel rest? They used to keep push bikes.
Yeah, well, Oakey's garage. They'd charge you sixpence or something to look after your bike when you was in.
Yeah.
That was Oakey's.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, what was them called? Cleves had the garage after them down here on the Platte.
Oh yeah. Leadville.
Leadville Cleve, yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, well, before Leadville, because they had the clock garage out Rock.
Oh yeah.
Before that,
yeah. And before Leadville, do you say it was Arris's?
Arris's, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Mary
was the daughter.
Yeah, that's right. Mary Baker.
She married Jim Baker.
Yeah, that's right.
Because Jim come from up Oakhampton way originally.
Ah, right.
He moved down here from Booking Clerk in Wadebridge East, Booking Office.
Booking Office, yeah. God, dear. Well, that was brilliant, John. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thank you for meeting up with me today.
No problem.
And I think we'll meet up again if you have a think of a few other things to talk about.
I'll try and write it down.
Yeah, you write it down, and then a month or two time we'll pop up again.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right?
But yeah.
So if you want to say goodbye to the world.
Yeah, well, all the best to everybody, and I hope something of what I've said may make a bit of sense to you.
Proper job. Lovely. Thank you, Matt.
That's no problem, yeah.
Okay, bye.
Now then.
Well, there we are. How about that? I hope you liked it. I think you might have heard John. When I went to turn the mic off, he did carry on, and his next question was going to be, or his next statement, he said, now then, while you're here, you better have some buns. And I think 'tis fantastic. I mean, John, he's in his 90s now, and Nancy there as well, the pair of them, they're still baking. And when you think that 'tis nearly 80 years ago, I suppose, that he started baking there with Percy Barnicott, 'tis fantastic. But thank you, John. Some of you might notice, you might not have, but I did manage to edit a little bit. Because when John was there talking about the person that perhaps told the secretary about him, perhaps, shall I say, handing out golf balls, he did actually name the person that told the secretary. And I thought, do I leave it in or no? And then you look on the news and there's Prince Harry in court against one of the daily newspapers. And I thought, crumbs, I don't want a blimmin' Cornish version of that down here. So I was quite impressed actually with my editing skills, but I did manage just to cut Meddy's name out. But if you want to know who 'tis, then ask John, and I'm sure he'll tell you. So I won't go too much on about the last week that's just gone by, because I don't want to take up too much of your time. But it's been mainly a week of visits to the crematorium again. But one of the days we did have the motorcycle hearse again, and this time it was the Triumph Bonneville. And being a biker myself, there's something special about they hearses, really. And I did put a photo on our RJ Bray Facebook page, if any of VM's seen it there. They're wonderful kits, I must admit. Wonderful. Oh, and before I forget, when I finished talking to John, when I did the recording, afterwards we did start talking about other things. So I did record about another 10 minutes with John. So I'll put that on in the next podcast. So you'll be treated to a little bit more of John Champion, which is brilliant. So for me, Cornish word of the week or phrase, I know last week I did Fat Lagenis, which is how are you or how we knacking. So this week I thought I'd do the reply, which is very good, thank you, which is Impunt Damaraz. Impunt Damaraz. So if somebody says Fat Lagenis, you say Impunt Damaraz. So there we are. And for me Cornish word of the week or dialect, I thought I'd do a bit different this week. Tisn't actually a word, tis more of a mannerism. And the reason I do this is because I get some stick at work, mainly with Sue and Julia, them laughing at my interview techniques, which I must admit, when I listen back to me podcast sometimes, it do drive me up the wall. The times I say, well, I never, or core, or cuh, or well, I never, God, it drives me up the wall. And so I gotta work on that. But one thing that they said, which did remind me, you don't hear it quite so much now. I do know a few people that still do it quite often. So it's not actually a word. It's just kind of a sharp intake of breath. So, and it's like if you're agreeing with somebody. So if somebody said, cool, nice day today, you go, just like that. Did you hear it? So it's just a sharp intake of breath and tin like a whistly noise. But, say if you're just agreeing with somebody, you go, perhaps just nod your head as you're doing it. So there we are. So I hope you understood what I was on about there anyway. So I think that'll be pretty much about it for this week. I'll see you next week. I'm actually going down to the library now to see if Michael Parkinson ever wrote a book called The Complex Technique of Interviewing People for a Simple Cornishman. And if he have, I'm going to borrow it and try and think up different other words instead of, well, I never. Cuh. So there we are. So I'll see you next week. I'll talk about the Royal Cornwall show a bit next week, I think, because I've actually been up show today. I nearly forgot to say that. I had a fantastic day up there. Weather was handsome, but I might have more time next week, so I'll talk about the show then. But hope you have a good week. Wish you well. Do Guinness. Curran Obis Ficken.